From the Newstalk ZB newsroom, this is Newsfix.
In this update, State Highway 2 across the Remutaka Hill north of Wellington has reopened after a serious crash. The road closed about 11:30 this morning after two people were injured, one seriously, in a two-vehicle crash which followed an oil spill. The sound of Waiata is filling Whanganui, where Dame Tariana Turia's tangihanga is taking place prior to her burial on Tuesday. Dame Tariana died in the early hours of Friday morning after an earlier stroke. She was 80 years old and leaves behind a lasting political legacy. Dame Tariana arrived in Parliament as a Labour list MP, then represented her local Māori electorate for the party. She left Labour over the foreshore and seabed legislation, which saw the birth of Te Pāti Māori. Horticulture New Zealand says any fruit fly outbreak would significantly impact the sector and New Zealand's economy. A single oriental fruit fly was found in a surveillance trap in a backyard in Auckland's Papatoetoe yesterday. Biosecurity New Zealand's ramping up trapping and testing within 200 metres of the original find, and people are urged not to move any fruit or vegetables out of the suburb. Hort NZ Chief Executive Kate Scott says it's a concern and people should follow biosecurity's directions. Preventable drowning incidents reduced in the last year. Provisional data from Water Safety New Zealand show 71 preventable drownings, down from 90 the previous year. 71 is also below the 10-year average of 83 and the lowest since 2016. Shannon Johnstone reports.
Fatalities involving powered craft have risen sharply and make up 21% of all drownings last year. That's a rise on the 10-year average of 12%. There's also been a spike in fatalities in tidal waters and during bar crossings, which have risen from 10 to 23%.
That's news. In sport, fifth seed Clara Towson is into the Women's ASB Tennis Classic final after beating American Robin Montgomery 6-4, 6-3 in the semis. Four-time major winner Naomi Osaka is relishing reaching her first semi-final since Miami in 2022. The Japanese seventh seed will play American Alicia Parks for a spot in the final. Osaka says she struggled last year with not producing results.
Just to come out with a bang in the very beginning of the year in the first tournament, it for me proves that, I don't want to say last year wasn't for nothing, but it's like a continuation of the growth.
Black cap Russian Ravindra is relishing the prospect of returning to the top of the order in the three-match one-day international series with Sri Lanka starting tomorrow in Wellington. The 25-year-old bats at number 4 for the test side, but opened with Devon Conway during last year's one-day World Cup. That's sport. I'm Joe Gilfillan.
For more news, listen to Newstalk ZB live on iHeartRadio.